What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I have my 2023 Honda Civic Si, and today's going to be a bit different. I'm not going to be driving nor doing like a POV style video of me driving. We are out here. We took a trip today to the Steel Stacks in Pennsylvania. It's pretty nice. I like it. But the main importance of this video is that I'm going to talk to you about why it's very, very important to consider a slow car as your first car, or why slow cars matter, and the philosophy behind what a slow car will teach you. Now, my 2023 Honda Civic Si, I've had it since, it's been, since 2023. I bought it brand new. And one thing that it taught me is that it teaches me and it teaches many others to appreciate the road and the purpose of driving. It's a very driver-friendly car. It teaches you how to drive, obviously manual, how to take corners, how to go at certain speeds, and obviously throttle control. And basically, you can set the limits of your driving very quickly. And that's actually one of the benefits of having a slow car. Alright, guys, and we're back. I actually had to stop the video because it was windy. As I was saying, nowadays, as soon as you turn 18, 21, 22, 23 years old, they're like, oh, what's the fastest car I can get? What's the fastest car I can buy for the money? And, I need it to be 500, 600 horsepower, and I need to have a certain quarter mile time. And, nowadays everything is about speeding, setting a certain time in a straight, and drag racing. But little do they know, back in the day, slow cars were around. And that's actually one of the first cars you get into is a slow car, whether it's manual or automatic. And, nowadays people don't really know the effect or the benefit of having a slow performance car. I can label this one as a slow performance car. I do have this tuned. It has a custom tune. It's in map 3 and map 4. It's making roughly around 280 wheel horsepower in map 3 and 300 to 305 wheel horsepower in map 4. Now, the thing is that since it is 2,900 pounds, this is all you need for this car, especially when I keep it relatively at a stock, power levels and stock, performance. You can still accelerate pretty quickly on the highway, drive pretty fast without worrying about the tire spinning, not unless you are raining. Nowadays, I feel like if you are buying a new car, whether it's a Subaru or a Honda or even a Hyundai, and it being the performance version of them, like the SI, the WRX, the Elantra Ns, those cars I think are the fundamental cars that a enthusiast would get into at a young age. Now, I'm not saying the Type Rs or the GR Corollas are any better per se, but I feel like those cars are, I would say race cars for the road. And it could be it's pretty easy for you to get in trouble with them, and you can't really go and do as much as you want in them without getting in trouble or, God forbid, hurting yourself. And first of all, can we take a moment to realize how clean this car is, thanks to my detailing skills. I got the CarPro products for this car, and I detailed it about a week ago, and so far it's been pretty clean. Like, this video is not sponsored by CarPro, but I just got to take a moment and tell you guys how good of a job I did. And yeah, if you guys do need cleaning products or detailing products for your car, definitely go check out CarPro. They're the best in the game. But coming back and talking about what this video is intended for, don't try to imitate others and do what you want, especially if you want the car that you really like, but you know you're gonna get judged for it. You know what I mean? And don't waste your money, especially at a young age, buying a very like high horsepower car. You know, like a BMW, an Audi, even a Type R or GR Corolla. Nowadays they're going for way above retail price. You know, they're pricing them up above MSRP, the dealer markups and stuff like that. I just don't feel like it's worth it. You know, I got this car at base price MSRP, which was 28.5, I believe. And I got a steal on it. You know, I was fighting for it. The dealership wasn't giving it up without a markup. I was like, hey, you know, I really want this car, and you know, you got to work with me. And they were like, okay, you know, I'll see what I can do. They spoke with the manager. The manager came out there. He's like, yeah, this car, it's rare. You know, we don't get them maybe once every couple of months. I'm like, listen, across all the states, the U.S. states, every Honda dealership probably has one SI. And you know, I convinced them, and they were like, yeah, you know, fine. You want MSRP? We'll give you MSRP. So, you know, I got lucky, fortunately, and I ended up with this car, and it's been pretty reliable. I have mods coming for it, and I can't wait to put them on. I just need to have the time for me to put them on, you know. But yeah, it's that's the basis of this video, is that learn to appreciate the small low powered cars first and drive them and get to the potential that you want to be, and be comfortable with driving, you know, stick shift. Be comfortable with driving a low powered car, even at the limit. Drive it at the limit, so you know, as you get into the higher horsepower cars, what to expect. And you know, you know, you need to do like throttle control. You know, you just got to be more conservative with a higher power limit, which is fine. I'm not saying don't, you know, do that, but it's always good and always way more fun to start off with a low power car. You know, there's way more modifications you can do to a car, range in between like 28 to 35, $36,000. You know, and you don't even have to worry about maintenance that much, or maintenance being that much more expensive. Especially like, you know, these BMWs, the Audis, and I love European cars. It's not like I hate them. It's just that for the price per dollar and the performance per dollar, Japanese cars win, obviously. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. I just wanted to make this quick, short video. If you guys have any questions or concerns, this video was just a little different. I didn't want to do a POV style video of me driving and talking about this. I wanted to find a good spot, and we took a day trip out here, and I felt like, yeah, let me just take out the phone and record it. So again, I hope you guys enjoyed this little video, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.